new method to quickly recover wilting orchids. Today, I will share in detail how to replant and revive weakened orchids in your garden, helping them to revive and continue growing healthy. As you can see, some orchids are shriveled, wilted, with dry roots, wrinkled leaves, and a lack of vitality. In such cases, don't throw them away immediately, as the plant still has the potential to recover if treated correctly. First, we will carefully inspect the roots and all the leaves. These leaves often contain many pathogens, especially soft rot caused by bacterial infection. Leaves that are soft and waterlogged must be removed immediately to prevent the infection from spreading to the healthy stem. Leaves that are wilted, shriveled, or have lost their photosynthetic function also need to be treated thoroughly. For plants like these, simply applying the following nutrient fertilizer will significantly improve the plant within just 3 weeks. The withered flower stalks no longer provide nourishment and are a breeding ground for bacteria and mold, so they must be completely removed. Next, we will remove all the old growing medium. In weakened orchids like these, the growing medium is often depleted of nutrients, root suffocation, and fungal infection, causing the roots to dry up almost completely and lose their ability to nourish the plant. Next, we take scissors and begin trimming all the damaged roots. Roots that are rotten, soft, black, or smelly must be completely removed without hesitation. Roots that are shriveled but not yet rotten can be kept to continue saving the plant and stimulate its recovery in a later stage. Besides English, we now have voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on the settings gear icon to select the appropriate audio language. For old flower stalks, I recommend cutting them all off. These stalks are old, their dormant buds are mostly damaged, and they are no longer capable of sprouting. Keeping them will only deplete the plant's nutrients. Removing old flower stalks allows the plant to focus on nourishing the stem and developing new roots. After that, we remove the fungal-affected growing medium, keeping a small portion of the top if it is relatively clean, to avoid shocking the plant. For yellow leaves, there's no need to cut them off at this stage. Once the plant recovers properly, these leaves will either regenerate or be replaced by healthier new leaves. Only treat the leaves if they show signs of soft rot or severe disease. After completing these steps, the orchid is ready to be cared for and revived according to the correct techniques in the next section. Next, we prepare a clean container and pour in about 3 liters of clean filtered water. Next, we immerse the entire orchid plant in the prepared clean water. Soaking the plant in clean water aims to awaken the cells within the plant, helping the roots and leaves escape from exhaustion and drought, thereby reactivating the orchid's physiological processes. The soaking time is about 1 hour, enough for the root and leaf tissues to absorb water, the cells to be awakened, creating an important foundation for the recovery, care, and fertilization steps in the next stage. Next, I'll use 1 cucumber as a restorative ingredient for my orchid. Cucumbers contain high levels of vitamin C, vitamin E, and many natural minerals, which help regenerate cells and support the recovery of root and leaf tissue, especially effective for weakened orchids. Before use, we'll use a peeler to process the cucumber, keeping only the cucumber peel. This peel is where many bioactive nutrients are concentrated, making it ideal for use in the subsequent steps of caring for and restoring the orchid. On the Blissful Garden channel, you can also find many ways to make homemade organic fertilizers from familiar kitchen ingredients. These are not only cost-effective but also help plants grow sustainably. Next, we slice the cucumber into thin, even slices to help release nutrients faster, increasing the extraction of vitamins and minerals, so that the orchid can absorb them more effectively during the care and recovery process. Next, we will prepare a clean container, then put all the pre-processed ingredients into the container, ready for the processing and extraction of nutrients to be used in the care and recovery of the orchid plant. In the next step, we will add 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to create a pure solution environment, helping the nutrients dissolve better and ensuring safety for the orchid's roots during the care process. Next, we will use a blender to thoroughly blend the mixture, maximizing the release of beneficial nutrients, making them easier for the orchid to absorb and increasing its recovery and growth efficiency. Next, we prepare a clean container and filter out all the sediment, keeping only the pure nutrient-rich solution for optimal orchid care and recovery. Thus, we have obtained a complete nutrient solution, ready to use for caring for, restoring, and stimulating healthy growth of the orchid plant. Next, add 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to the solution. Then add sugar, which is a very good energy source for orchids, helping to retain moisture, increase vitality, and keep the plant fresh longer. Use half a teaspoon of sugar, add it directly to the solution and stir well until the sugar is completely dissolved. After stirring, let the solution rest for about 15 minutes to allow the sugar and cucumber extract to permeate, blend, and transform into a stable liquid solution, ready for use on orchids. Next, after soaking for an hour, we remove the orchid from the water. Then, using a soft cotton ball or clean cloth, gently wipe the entire stem and leaves of the orchid, helping to remove dust, mold, and any remaining pathogens. This process cleans the plant and allows the leaves to breathe, supporting better photosynthesis. At this point, the orchid is fully awakened. The cells in the roots and leaves have begun to function again, ready to receive nutrients. After wiping, we place the plant outside, preparing it for the next step of care and recovery. Next, we prepare the nutrient solution, then place the orchid in the solution for care. Using a soft cotton ball, soak it evenly in the nutrient solution and gently wipe all the orchid leaves. Wipe the upper surface to remove dust and dirt, making the leaves cleaner and easier for photosynthesis. At the same time, thoroughly wipe the underside to clean away mold and pathogens that often reside there. This process ensures the orchid is completely cleaned, limiting harmful bacteria and fungi. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. It's wonderful that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. After wiping, place all the orchid leaves in a container and soak them in the prepared nutrient solution. Soaking helps the leaves absorb nutrients directly, increasing their ability to recover and nourish healthy leaf tissue. Soak for about 25 minutes, then proceed to the next care step. After soaking for 25 minutes, remove the orchid leaves. At this point, the nutrients have deeply penetrated the tissues and cell grooves of the leaves, helping them to be lush, vibrant, and noticeably restored. Next, using a clean cotton towel or soft cotton ball, wipe the entire orchid leaf, again to remove excess water, ensuring the leaves are completely clean and dry quickly, preventing moisture buildup that can cause fungal diseases. Once completed, take the plant outside to move on to the next care step. Next, prepare a clean container, then place the entire orchid root system into the container, ensuring it fits snugly without bending or damaging the roots. Once the plant is stable, pour the prepared nutrient solution made from cucumber and sugar into the container, making sure the water completely covers the roots. Keep the plant submerged for about 25 minutes to allow the roots to absorb the maximum amount of nutrients, stimulating recovery and vigorous growth. After soaking the orchid in nutrient solution for 25 minutes, remove it from the container. At this point, you can clearly see the activated root tips, which have begun to swell, spread evenly, and turn a bright white color, indicating healthy roots actively seeking and absorbing nutrients. This is a very good sign for recovery. Afterwards, place the plant outdoors and continue with the next care steps to maintain its stable growth. Next, we transplant the orchid into a pot with good drainage holes, ensuring the roots remain dry and free from waterlogging. The growing medium used is shredded pine bark, and note that the bark should be thoroughly treated before planting to remove fungi and impurities. Then, place the orchid in the center of the pot, ensuring the root collar is fixed, straight, and stable. Next, insert the shredded pine bark around the base of the plant, just enough to secure the plant but still allow sufficient aeration for root development. Once this step is complete, the orchid has been planted correctly and is ready for care and monitoring for recovery. In the next step, we cover the surface of the pot with a thin layer of moss to retain moisture. The purpose is to stabilize humidity, prevent excessive water evaporation, and support better root development. Thus, the orchid has been planted completely and correctly. Next, we will move on to the post-planting care and monitoring phase to help the plant recover quickly and grow steadily. In the next step, we don't waste the remaining nutrient solution but continue to use it to care for the plant. Prepare a spray bottle, then take the orchid outside and mist it with this fertilizer solution to maintain moisture. Each time you spray, focus on evenly spraying the leaves and growing medium to maximize nutrient absorption. The nutrient solution should be applied every 14 days. On the remaining days, every 3 days, mist and water with clean filtered water, gently watering both the leaves and the roots to maintain stable moisture for the root system. When it's time to fertilize, the nutrient solution will be applied directly to the roots and growing medium, helping the orchid grow vigorously, recover quickly, and develop roots evenly. During this care period, the plant should be placed outdoors in the garden or a shady, well-ventilated area with gentle light. Absolutely avoid direct sunlight to prevent leaf burn. After 3 weeks of care, our orchid has recovered remarkably. The leaves are green again, much healthier and more vibrant. In particular, a new shoot has appeared. The young shoot is very lush, and new leaves have begun to emerge, marking a successful recovery. Checking the roots, we can see they are developing evenly and healthily with new root tips emerging simultaneously. The simultaneous development of roots and leaves confirms the plant has stabilized and regained its vitality. Older roots are growing abundantly around the base, firmly anchoring the substrate, while the leaves are gradually awakening and turning green again. Thanks to the correct, consistent, and dedicated care, the orchid has adapted to its new environment and overcome its weakened state. In a short time, the plant will continue to grow vigorously and be ready to enter a higher stage of development. We will continue to mix and use appropriate fertilizers to maintain growth momentum, helping the orchid stabilize in the long term and develop sustainably. Next, we prepare the orchid fertilizer using cucumber and sugar water. After processing and complete dissolution, carefully filter to remove all coarse sediment, retaining only the pure solution. The result is a cup of clean, nutrient-rich fertilizer, ideal for the recovery and nourishment of orchids during their next growth phase. Next, prepare a clean spray bottle, then pour the prepared nutrient solution into it. Spray and water the orchid directly, focusing on the leaves, roots, and growing medium to maximize nutrient absorption. This solution is sufficient for twice a month. For the rest of the time, simply mist the orchid with clean filtered water to maintain humidity every 3 days. Maintaining this care schedule will ensure stable growth, healthy development, and rapid recovery. Next, we water the plant directly, prioritizing even watering of the roots and growing medium to ensure efficient water and nutrient absorption. After watering, gently cover any exposed roots to prevent them from drying out and to stabilize them in the growing medium. At this stage, soak the pot for about 20 minutes, then remove the plant to drain. Once the orchid has strong roots, stable leaves, and new shoots begin to develop, its growth will improve significantly. Next, place the plant in a location with more light, diffuse light, to enhance photosynthesis. Therefore, move the plant to the garden, placing it in a well-ventilated shady area with gentle light, absolutely avoiding direct sunlight on the leaves to prevent leaf burn and plant shock. After another month, our orchid is fully recovered and is growing beautifully. The dark green leaves are back, thick and glossy, with clearly visible new shoots, indicating the plant has stabilized and entered a period of vigorous growth. New roots are continuously emerging, strong, bright in color, and firmly anchored in the pot. The aging of the old leaves at the base is a normal physiological process. We proceed to remove these old leaves, as these cells are no longer capable of growth, allowing nutrients to be concentrated on the new stems, leaves, and roots. Observing the pot, you can see new roots growing thickly and profusely throughout the growing medium. Some young roots are even emerging from the stems and leaves, proving the plant is in a vigorous state and fully adapted to the growing environment. By continuing with the current care regimen, the orchid will develop strong roots, evenly distributed leaves, stable growth, and year-round flowering, resulting in a lush, vibrant orchid garden with long-lasting and beautiful blooms. What do you think of my method of caring for this orchid? Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback and experiences. Every share from you is a valuable source of motivation that helps us learn and love plants more every day. I hope this video helps you better care for your orchids at home. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more simple and natural orchid care tips.